Hey everyone, welcome to the Take 3 podcast. I was not ready for that intro. I just threw on my shades. I'm ready to go. Let's introduce
God.
the man that made us late, Jacob Blunden. How are you doing?
I'm good and you're an idiot. Oh my god. Oh. Professionalism 101.
Let's throw it over to Chris Doman, the man who followed my trend. How you doing?
I think you mean to say that you followed my trend because I'm the one who tends to throw on the shades when we're doing between the zones or something like that. But otherwise, you know what? I've actually had a good day. I woke up late for work, but you know what? I'm here, baby. It's good.
That's a first. Chris is actually having a good day. Let's throw it over to Matthew Kearns.
I think you guys are just stealing my shades thing for when I watched Mark Riley compete in the Schmoedown. Just saying that. But yeah, no, I had a good day. I watched Schindler's List, and my grandma was watching with me as well, but halfway through she asked me to put it on her TV, and she thought it was The Sound of Music somehow. I don't know how. She watched people get shot in the head and still was like, oh, this is that wonderful musical, The Sound of Music. Because that's what happens when you have an 88-year-old woman living in your house. So that's how my day went. Also, Jacob, you're talking about professionalism? Who made us late?
Okay, well,
Okay.
to keep us progressing before we go off some tangent about how professional or how unprofessional or if we're ripping somebody off or whatnot, let's go straight into the movie news. Jacob Blunden is replacing Case for today because God knows what Case is up to. What news do you have for us, Jacob?
The big news story this week, we are going to get to the Disney release dates. However, earlier in the week, Fox did the exact same thing and dated a ton of movies.
Wait, Jacob, can you say that Fox got foxy with their release dates?
Evan, shut up.
Yeah, nah. All right. So the first big one to start us off was Untitled Spielberg movie with Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep is getting the fast track, and it is coming out on the 22nd of December at the end of this year. I'm assuming that will be a limited release with a wide release coming sometime in 2018. We've also got Maze Runner: The Death Cure being pushed back a month onto the same date that was held by The Predator, which has now been moved to August 2018. Deadpool 2, New Mutants, and a Dark Phoenix movie have all been dated for 2018, with Deadpool 2 opening on the 1st of June, New Mutants opening on the 13th of April, and Dark Phoenix movie opening sometime later in the year. We also have Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen movie that has been trying to get off the ground for the last 10 years. That one is opening on the 25th of December 2018. It should be interesting to see if they actually do meet that date, but I will be shocked if they do. And then, of course, the big four movies that are coming out. Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 have all been dated for December 18th, 2012, December 17th, 2021, December 20th in 2014, and December 19th.
What do you mean?
2024.
Shut up. All right. Brain will work sometime today. It's 11:15. It's early. That's Fox. What do you guys all think of the Fox release schedule at the moment? Hands up if any of us actually believe that Avatar 2 will meet that date.
Okay, Evan, please explain.
Okay, I'm probably the most keen on the Avatar movies out of any of you. I enjoy them. I actually think it was a well-made movie.
One.
There's one.
There's one.
I said well-made movie. I said I think it was a well-made movie.
You said them, but anyway.
You said I enjoy them, but continue.
Honestly, I think we're at the point in time we've had two people say that they're shooting right now, so they're probably shooting. I'm worried about post-production because it's probably one of the biggest post-production type movies that you can absolutely have in any type of movie in the film industry. I hope it hits the date. I think it will. James Cameron is finally buckling down and getting ready to go. So, Chris, what do you have to say?
No, throw us to Kearns because I think he's got something to say.
Hey, Evan, you know what I heard someone say? I heard Ben Affleck say on Jimmy Kimmel that he was directing the Batman. Like 2 days before it came out, he wasn't directing the Batman. So I don't think I'm going to take the word of two people saying, oh yeah, Avatar 2 is shooting.
Hey, Kearns, that's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers and DC have had a track of doing stupid stuff like that. So, sorry.
Sorry. Okay, hang on. I'm taking this from you.
Okay,
This is Avatar. Sorry, this is Avatar. They've dated this movie 3 times.
Yeah, I was going to say, Evan, it's not really much of a comparison. Getting back to it, we know how movies work. We know that you say you're going to want to hit this release date, and then through just general stuff, you have problems. Sometimes you have to push it, sometimes you don't. The balls of them to come out and say, oh no, we know the exact dates of all the sequels when they have not shot a frame of this movie. This is the stuff that annoys me to no end, because it's like, it's fine when you say we're looking to have movies come out consecutively from year blank to blank. But to say, oh no, here's the exact month and date this movie's coming out when you haven't even shot your first sequel to a movie that the longer we get away from when it was released, the more people are not liking it. You are banking on the fact that people are going to love Avatar 2 and are going to need a sequel. We have seen films that are great get sequels and then just fall off because the sequels don't work.
And that's the same reason I'm nervous about apparently these 3 X-Men movies coming out in the same year. New Mutants, New Mutants, Deadpool 2, and Dark Phoenix all in the same year. What in the hell are they thinking? Because look, before First Class, it was just the one franchise, and they were doing one film every 2-3 years, which is about the amount you need to do. But then we're trying to do 3 in a year. What the hell? You can't jump from going 2 years in between Days of Future Past and Apocalypse, and all of a sudden, bam, 3 in a year. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Jacob, am I crazy or what?
No. Okay. The thing with these movies is we know one director. I think who they're getting as creatively in these films, then I will be feel a lot more safe. But let's move on to the next news. The big one.
Can I say something about the Queen movie real quick before we jump?
Sure.
Oh God.
Quick.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't really get into Queen until the past 2 years, and I didn't realize the impacts that they kind of had on music and what Freddie Mercury did and what he stood for and whatnot. I think them setting that release date was more so a goal for them to let's actually get this production going. We're going to do our best to make sure nothing gets in our way. I don't think it was this project is getting set out on this date, but it's more so a goal for Fox to be like, hey, let's actually do something.
The problem I have with that Freddie Mercury movie is it's not the Freddie Mercury movie that should have been made. It's the Queen. It's the Queenified version of Freddie Mercury, and that is my problem with it.
Also, my problem, if I remember hearing correctly, now this movie is going to halfway through talk about Queen after Freddie Mercury passed, which I love Queen. Queen's my favorite band. They really fell off the map after Freddie Mercury. They should have just done that Freddie Mercury biopic. But I also want to just quickly talk about the untitled Steven Spielberg movie. I'm interested. I mean, Spielberg's my favorite director. Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors. Just if they didn't have that overrated Meryl Streep.
Oh, for God's sake.
We would just be fine. No, I love Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. I think they're going to work really well together. With Spielberg, sure, if it's untitled, whatever.
All right, let's move on.
Finally, Disney.
Shut up, Evan.
All right. I'm leaving the big one until the end because we're actually going to have a discussion about that one. But other than the big one, which I'm sure people know, and a defense, other than that, Disney announced a whole bunch of other dates. Wreck-It Ralph 2 sadly is being pushed until November from March. So there goes my fantasy bracket. But anyway, A Wrinkle in Time is now being pulled up until Wreck-It Ralph's old date. Gigantic, the Jack and the Beanstalk animated movie, has been pushed 2 full years. Something's up with that movie. Indiana Jones has been pushed 1 full year, with Lion King, the live-action Jon Favreau movie, taking its place. And, of course, we then have the big one. So, moving on, we'll get to that in a bit. What do you guys think of the 4 big changes that Disney have made? Chris, we'll start with you.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get to talk much. Really? Indy? Back 1 more full year? With all due respect, are Steven and Harrison still going to be alive by then? The sad thing is, I'm kind of not kidding. I wish I could say I was, but, given 2016, unfortunately, celebrities are just dropping left and damn right. So,
For all we know, Harrison can drop out of his plane.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, don't get me started on how many of those incidents. However, though, I am glad that A Wrinkle in Time is actually getting pushed ahead a little bit because, I want to see a Disney movie, directed by a female director that could get some buzz around it and could possibly be a big hit. So please let's get this ball rolling, because if we're all still alive 4 years from now, I want to see her do a Star Wars spin-off movie, which JJ might have been hinting at. So
Ahsoka. What?
You know what,
All right.
Evan? I can deal with that.
Kearns, what are your thoughts?
Disney. Give me my Indiana Jones 5 already. Why are you pushing it back a year for... Not even with what Chris is talking about, which I am extremely upset, and just don't say stuff like that around me again. I love Indiana Jones. It is my second, next to Star Wars, is my favorite film trilogy ever. I actually want that 5th one, to be honest, and I want it sooner rather than later. Getting pushed back a year just annoys me to no end. Just, yeah. I kind of forgot about every other story because I was so focused on the Indiana Jones, because that's how much I love that movie and that character. So,
real quick, just to jump in, the quick point I want to cover, I would be more upset about this Indiana Jones thing if it wasn't for the movie that's being replaced by Lion King. That movie is shaping up to be amazing, and the fact that Disney's confident to push it up to where Indiana Jones is. They're trying to build off of the hype of Jungle Book. They're trying to build up off of the hype of Beauty and the Beast. They're trying to build up off of these franchises that were successful and very well received by the audience. Beauty and the Beast more split by the critics, but received well by the audience.
Yeah.
Lion King, I'm excited for.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Now I actually remember what it was being replaced by. I have to say this. Seriously, Disney? You're replacing Indiana Jones 5 with the Lion King live action Between the Zones. I want a real live action Lion King movie with real lions.
Okay, you're all forgetting one thing we talked about literally 5 minutes ago.
What is that?
This isn't Disney's fault that they're moving Indiana Jones. Spielberg is dating another movie beforehand.
Yeah.
See, that's how badly I love Indiana Jones.
Fox One and Ready Player One.
Well, Ready Player One is coming out early at first. Look, Ready Player One is done. But he is fast-tracking this movie, which meant all his other projects got pushed a year.
Yeah.
So, damn it. That's why.
This movie with Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep better be good.
Yeah, that's why the Indiana Jones movie has been pushed. And also, I've said on record, I don't want an Indiana Jones 5 directed by Steven Spielberg. I think I think get new blood into it. It worked with Force Awakens, but that's neither here nor there. I'm happy with all these release dates. There's nothing there that jumps out at me that's like, what the hell or anything. I mean, it all makes sense. So let's get on to the big one, guys. Star Wars episode Episode 9 has been dated for May 24th, 2019. Now, I know there are a lot of opinions on this panel.
Do we
Some are
just
happy.
let Chris go first, or do we save him for last?
All right.
For last.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, I can give my thoughts on it first if you want.
Kearns, you can go first. What are your thoughts?
Here's my thing. As a Star Wars fan and as a Star Wars historian in a way, I love that they're releasing in May, because if you're someone who maybe didn't get into Star Wars until Force Awakens, Star Wars movies and May go together like peanut butter and jelly. It's how every Star Wars movie until Force Awakens were released in May. So from that standpoint, I love that. But then you look at what Force Awakens and Rogue One have done at the box office, being released in December. I can't understand. It just seems like a bad business choice to move it. And I get why they're doing it, but I've said this before, I think they're going to see how much Young Han Solo and Last Jedi makes, and they're going to push it to December. I just see it happening. And listen, I would love it to be in May, but we have to remember Disney is a business. Their whole thing, and it's not in a bad way, like a business has to make money. They're going to see how much, especially Last Jedi makes, and they're going to go, nah, let's push Episode 9 back. Listen, if Episode 9 came out on May 25th, I would blow my mind, but it's probably not going to happen, so. Ooh, Evan?
Yeah, we'll go to me and then we'll finish that up with Chris. Because
Oh no, because hang on, I got something to
Jacob's
say about
had
this as
some
well.
stuff to say.
all right, we'll go to Jacob first, and we'll go to myself.
Okay,
Right,
Jacob.
Evan, you go. Because I've still
All
got to look up information.
Well, from what I know, it's whatever. I get it. It's Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Yeah, I get it.
I bet
guys.
you don't even know who's saying that.
I don't.
It was Bill Murray.
My point being, though, it's a matter of fact that look, it's a movie franchise, it's a business, it's whatever. Is the movie gonna get lower in quality because they changed the release date? No, it's not. That's nothing to worry about. I think what Disney's doing is they're setting themselves up for the most potential amount of money. I don't know. I disagree business wise moving out from the Christmas release date, but Disney does Disney and they can do what they want to do. Let's throw it over to Jacob before Chris starts becoming like a popped balloon.
All right, Chris, I know you don't like this. However, Disney have just planted the flag on, just dropped a nuclear bomb on summer. And no other franchise could do it other than Star Wars. And that is the big thing here. The only reason they released Episode 9, Force Awakens in December was because it wasn't ready by summer. Rogue One was there because it wasn't going to be ready by summer. Jedi was going to be released in May, but then moved, not because of what Force Awakens did, which was the story they sold, but because in England there was a strike going on.
Oh, really?
And that's why the movie got pushed. The problem was, the thing was, after they pushed it, the strike didn't affect the movie. That's why Last Jedi will be finished in about a month. Like, it will be finished. It will be cut, clean, ready to go. But they moved the date. So they went, no, we've already moved it. We don't want another new story about moving the date. So, which will generate new stories on, Star Wars might be back, might be in trouble again because all the Rogue One stuff was going on. So, Star Wars being an episode 9. I looked up how Force Awakens did in December. It made $247 million. I'm sorry, but we'll see if Last Jedi makes 220 in December this year. I can guarantee you Episode 9 is going to make over 200 million, 220. Easy. Dropped off by 40%. Now, okay, it might not drop off. It might drop off a little more than 40%. But literally nothing else opens the next weekend. There isn't another film opening until the 14th of June which is an extended DC universe film. So it's a DCE film. So where is this? Oh, it's going to get hurt. It's going to hurt the box office. Star Wars is not going to get hurt in its box office. Other movies around it are going to get hurt, and they're all going to move. I can guarantee you for 2 weeks, we will not get another movie in May at all. There will not. May 31st, June 1st will not have a movie open on it.
Most likely.
Because you stay the fuck away from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda stayed away from Star Wars. Warcraft stayed away from Star Wars. Star Wars opened on the December 17th. Yeah, they got the hell away from there and that is what people are going to do in the summer. So
there's no competition.
I do not see the problem with it opening in summer, because you know what? If you told me right now, hey, you could see Star Wars in less than a month. You could see Star Wars The Last Jedi in less than a month, or you have to see it in December. Which one are you picking?
Oh, I'm picking May. No, Jacob, just before Chris, I was looking more from the business standpoint. From the fan, I want that movie as early as possible so that's just I was looking more business-wise, but Chris, you have a lot to say, so.
Oh, God.
Now, everything you said, Jacob, is fair. You left out one competition itself.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Disney. Yeah.
Now, I understand why they're doing it. So that way, literally, throughout the year, Disney will own 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question, though. Why are you so focused on doing it strictly in one time span? Because if I'm not mistaken, because let's go back to those release dates again for a second. We had a film coming out in June. We had a film in August.
That's 2019.
I know. Lion King's in July. Avengers 4 will be in
right,
what was it?
I'll give you the release dates. Hang on. Okay, this is from Disney alone. Avengers 4 will open on May 3rd. Star Wars will open on May 24th. Toy Story 4 will open on June 21st. Lion King will open on July 19th. That's their summer.
Yeah. And like I said, each of those films, minimum, will make $1 billion. Bare minimum. A couple of those will make over $2 billion. I'm calling it right now. Avengers and Star Wars will both crack $2 billion at the global box office. Oh, well, hold on. Sorry. That would have been the case if Star Wars would have been back in December.
Nope.
Oh,
okay. All right. I'm throwing you under the bus right now. Sorry. How much by that weekend when Avengers Age of Ultron came out? How much on the May 22nd to 24th week did Avengers Age of Ultron make that weekend? How much do you think? With no competition.
Made roughly like 85, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it made $21 million. It's dead by then. Avengers is dead by then. We have such a have to see it opening weekend economy in the movie business. That's why this is not a problem. Civil War, the exact same thing. It was down to 15 million by its second weekend with no competition.
My only counter argument, it's not just the Avengers. We also have the Guardians of the Galaxy crew. We also have pretty much every fucking character in this whole entire universe now, all in 2 films. Yeah, it's going to be the same thing as in 2018. Whatever is going to be going up against it, which includes Han Solo. Han Solo, it's going to be fighting a little bit against the legs of Avengers Infinity War, which I'll argue is even more hyped than the original. Yeah, no, of course. Shut up, Evan. 1 second. Let me just finish this. Okay. Age of Ultron, we knew it wasn't going to have the legs of the original. Is that a given? Yeah.
No.
That is a given. That's a total given. It's a sequel. Rarely is the sequel more successful than the original. However, that's because in the Age of Ultron, the only new character that was added, was Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Now we're adding the characters of another successful franchise, that being Guardians of the Galaxy, into the Avengers. It's kind of, it's their moneymaker. So why would they throw Star Wars under the bus 2 years in a row for trying to, hope that the legs of Avengers is lessened?
Because you want to know what the original Avengers made on that weekend? 36. Star Wars ain't cutting that much into a $36 million third weekend. The first weekend is what's going to matter. Avengers Age of Ultron made $191 million on its opening weekend. Civil War made $179. Guardians is going to make 150 plus this weekend, or in 2 weekends. You're not cutting into anything that far out. If it was a week later, yes, we'd be talking about that. But it's 3 weeks. And at that point, at that point, people have seen it. That's just my spiel. Chris, you can have the final say.
We agree, disagree. And my only other thing is, granted, I wanted these films to be in May because that's when Star Wars films come out. However, though, the landscape has changed, and they made that change because when they started doing December, it crushed, and everyone realized this was a goldmine opportunity, but it was already taken, and now they've opened it up. Why would you do that? It's real quick. Sorry, guys. It's like a Sith. Why would they reveal their greatest? It's like a magician. Why would he reveal his greatest secret? He doesn't. So, all right. Sorry. Let's move on.
Okay, let's open up this segment that we got. I'll let Jacob take away in a second. We're gonna be doing our top 5 predictions for the summer box office. We're doing total, not opening weekend. What is that movie gonna make total? And we're gonna see who's gonna be right at the end of the thing. But we gotta predict it right here, right now. Jacob, take us away.
I'm okay. Here is my big problem. I don't like my list at all.
That's okay.
You can ask Kearns. I was like, I'm nervous for this.
Yeah,
right,
I'm a little nervous about mine, but that's because I suck at box office predictions, so I'm certainly going to suck at summer predictions.
That's a given.
Shut up, Evan.
All right, number 5, I have Cars 3. I think I have Cars 3. Number 4, I have Transformers Last Night.
Ooh.
Number 3, I have Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 2, Despicable Me 3. And number 1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay. Nice.
The ones that I've left off that I think, okay. I think Pirates of the Caribbean is going to be this year's Alice in Wonderland. Baywatch will make the top 10, but it won't make the top 5. Same with The Mummy. Valerian's going to tank and not make a cent. Dunkirk, I think, is not going to quite reach that level of. I wouldn't even put Dunkirk in the top 10. It's sad because you want to know which one I want to put in, but I just don't think it's going to beat Cars 3, and that's War for the Planet of the Apes. But we're going domestic box office, correct?
Yeah.
Because if we're going international, my list changes. We're just talking domestic?
Yeah, we're just talking domestic.
All right, cool. So that's my
list.
I thought,
Okay.
all
All right.
Whatever.
All right.
Well, I'll jump in. Yeah.
Evan?
This was a tough list to make. Because there's so many, they're so tightly compact. There's not the Avengers of this year, in my opinion. There's not that big, one. By number 5, I have Wonder Woman. I think some of the DC kind of hate, sorry, Kearns, some of the DC hate is going to sprinkle down and affect Wonder Woman. And the marketing for the movie right now has not been very good, to say the least. Number 4, I have Cars 3. It's a Pixar movie, and Cars 2 made a pretty good chunk of change, and it's an animated movie, so a bunch of kids are going to go see it. Number 3, I have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's going to do really well opening weekend, but I don't think word of mouth is going to help it at all. Number 2, I have Transformers. That movie just makes bank. And then number 1, I have Despicable Me 3. That movie made a crap ton of Minions made a crap ton of money, and that wasn't the original story of Despicable Me. And now we're back in the Despicable Me franchise. A lot of money is going to be coming from Despicable Me 3.
Okay.
All
Any
right,
thoughts on
Kearns.
Okay. Preferences with I suck at making these types of lists.
No.
Okay. So, at number 5, I have Baywatch. I actually think the marketing for this movie has been really good. You also have 2 big things going for it. The first is you have The Rock. The Rock sells movies during the summer. We saw that with San Andreas. Also, and not to sound like a sexist, you have a bunch of really good-looking women running slow-mo on a beach. I mean, it also looks like a really funny movie, so I think it's going to do.
Oh my God, Kearns, you're objectifying women.
I'll just keep watching True Detective. That's all I'll say.
At number 4, I have Transformers The Last Night because for whatever reason, these movies make money, but I'm hoping people learned from the last one. I'm hoping.
They won't.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, sorry. I just really quickly just want to spread some light. Domestically, these movies have been going down. It's internationally that these things are going to make a ton of money because
that's right.
Like internationally, Transformers wins the box office this year, other than Star Wars. Internationally,
it wins the summer probably. Okay. At number 3, I have Wonder Woman. I just think from what I've been hearing,
lover? What's wrong with you?
People who have seen the movie, I've heard good things, and I think the fact that this is the first of the new age superhero films, because I know the whole argument, this is the first of the new age superhero films to be completely female led. I think that is important. I would have put it higher had it not been for what you guys have brought up before, which is DC, we don't need to get into that. At number 2, I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The first movie was huge. Everyone can't wait to see this movie. The problem is, like Evan said, word of mouth. That's why this might drop. I just think of right now, it's going to do really well. And then at number 1, I have Spider-Man Homecoming. Walking away from Civil War, the one thing one of the major things people were talking about was Spider-Man. The marketing for this movie is already pretty good, and you also have Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in the film. You also have to take this with Spider-Man on his own is a huge character. This is not a Guardians of the Galaxy situation where everyone's going, who are these people? You have one of the most... I would put Spider-Man up there as next to like Batman and Superman as one of the top 5 most recognizable superheroes. I think this movie is going to take it, especially since the marketing for this looks like it's going to be huge. So I got that. My number
Did you
1.
have Despicable Me 3 or Cars 3 on your list?
Nope.
Okay.
I think
Chris,
they'll be in the top 10, but I just think they would crack the top 5. I'm sorry, Evan. Does my list disturb you?
Yeah.
So here's the tricky thing. Initially, I thought we were going to go international market.
I did too. That's why my list sits where it is.
Oh, really? I thought we were doing domestic from the start.
I actually have both.
thought. All right. By internationally, the problem you got is I don't get Captain Underpants until June. Until September. There are movies that we're not getting until September. It's just
difficult.
you can't do a realistic.
Well, to be fair,
comparison.
guys, we're not box office trackers, which that's not a real thing. Let's just stop pretending that box office tracking is a real thing.
But like Jacob said, it is better to do domestic just because.
It is better just to do domestic, but
if Jacob says it's a real thing, then it's a real thing.
Shut up.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So, which is why, you know what? Screw it. Even though I said this is my international... Okay, you know what? I'll stick to my domestic list, even though I know I'm more right on my international one, but here we go. Number 5, I got Cars 3.
Ding.
Even though it's probably gonna suck because it's Cars. Number 4, I've got Transformers: The Last Night because yes, domestically they keep going down, but this thing just it won't go away. It won't go away.
And it's also hitting to the feminists too. I just like to say that they are really trying to hit that women audience with that trailer that they put out during National Suffrage Day. I think it was during that day. You remember that trailer where the girl was like, "Girl power." They're trying to hit all audiences.
That trailer sucked.
Because I don't watch trailers for this movie.
Anyway,
Up though.
number 3, I've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and
we agree on
number
something.
2, I got War for the Planet of the Apes because please, dear God, this movie needs to make money. And number 1, Spider-Man: Homecoming. I know, ballsy move. I didn't put Wonder Woman in top 5. I'm a DC hater. Nah, but
Where's Despicable Me 3?
okay. It's my number 6. I think it's going to make most of its money overseas because people still have the bad taste of Minions in their mouth.
But
Also,
kids
how
hate
well
Minions up, though.
received
That's
was
the issue.
Despicable Me 2?
This is-
Yeah, but who drives the kids to those movies? The parents. And if the parents hated Minions, they are probably not going to go see Despicable Me 3.
If the kid says, "Let's go see Despicable Me 3" enough times, you for sure know that parent's going, so they can make that kid shut up.
Nope. You know what
No,
I
go
would
see
do?
Cars instead.
That kid deserves a
No.
spanking then.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would just be like, nope.
Oh
stick
boy,
the kid
now
down.
trouble has joined in the call.
Oh, here we go. Oh
Okay.
God.
Well,
And we can't
now
hear
that
you.
we just got through this,
Let's do the summer movie preview.
Let's do
let's
it.
start it off with me. Friday the 5th, since we just got all of our predictions done. I left out Spider-Man: Homecoming out of my top 5. That's I guess
Ballsy.
But let's jump into it.
All right.
The first big movie coming out next weekend in America, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Let's hit it out straight to Jacob London. You've seen this movie already. You are controversial about this movie. What's going on with your head?
I didn't like it, but fair enough.
hate
No, I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy the simplisticness of it, I guess, is a certain way you can say. I don't know.
Fair way to say it, though.
I'm a Marvel fanboy. I hate you.
I didn't like that the plot doesn't start until an hour into the movie, but anyway.
Not even an
Um,
hour, even later.
Yeah. Like it doesn't start. Case is obviously the other person who's seen this movie as well. But it is going to make a ton of money. Like,
Yeah.
and not even just at the box office. This movie's going to make so much money merchandising wise. Like, oh my God.
Baby
I just-
cells.
Anyway. Yeah. So let's go to the
Case, you're
people-
the other one who's seen this movie. Are you prepared to speak?
I am very much prepared to speak, but I'm very sad to say I thought this movie was just okay. Especially after thinking about it. Like, initially I thought, oh, this movie was funny. I was entertained. It was good. Then I thought about it. It was like, no, this definitely is the worst movie, as Jacob already said in his review, since Thor: The Dark World in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's got a fuck ton of issues.
All right, let's turn over to the one who likes the DCEU the most out of any of us. Kearns, what are your thoughts on this Marvel movie coming out?
I'm really looking forward to it. I wish I could say I'm looking forward to it more, but after hearing Keith and Jacob, my expectations have been lowered. So,
That's good, though.
All right, Chris, let's throw it to you.
yeah.
Well,
Want to be-
as someone who has watched Jacob's review several times over because I was the one who edited it, yikes, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I am so nervous. Because, yeah, what's my least favorite film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Thor: The Dark World. And if both of these guys are saying it's on par with that,
It's not on par. It's just the worst since,
It's slightly better.
simply because the run since Thor: The Dark World has been really good, actually, but still.
still, I'm nervous. Even though, yes,
Rightfully
it's
so.
gonna make a crap ton of money. It's gonna make a crap ton of merchandising because, Baby Groot. Need I say more? But yeah, Evan,
Baby Groot was
All right, my
actually
thoughts.
justify my nervousness.
I'm a Marvel fanboy. I want to click the dislike on the movie review that this Australian prick did on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. 6 dislikes, dislike. I'm gonna make 6 different accounts to dislike this video. Shut up! He's giving his opinion, okay? Sorry, I did be a social justice warrior right there, defending Jacob right there for a quick second. Guys, okay? It's his opinion. I'm still super excited for the movie. Look, I checked my expectations because of this. But hey, I'm still excited for the movie, all right? We are revisiting characters that I really enjoyed in the first one. We are revisiting old songs. And James Gunn, in his brilliant mind, is doing... We'll see, okay? If I dislike it, then I'm be like, thank you, Jacob, for warning me. Thank you, Kiss, for warning me. But if I enjoy it, then I enjoy it, okay? But I'm not going to get mad at Jacob because he didn't enjoy it, all right? That's it. We're going to do 2 movies in this next weekend, Friday, May 12th. King Arthur in The Legend of Sword and Snatched, the comedy coming out with Amy Schumer. Let's start it out with Kearns. Why not?
I've seen the trailer for King Arthur, and I have no interest in seeing this movie whatsoever. And then the second one is Snatched, right? You said?
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer to it. I was like, I don't know. This might be a movie that I might see with my mom or my sisters because I actually I thought Trainwreck was actually pretty funny, so it might be good. This is probably a weekend when I'm home, not going to the movies.
Okay. Let's throw it over to Jacob London.
So King Arthur, I had hope at one point, but the fact that this movie's been delayed nearly 12 months, I've lost all hope. This movie's been delayed 3 times. There's something wrong with this movie, and the studio will not. And I have heard that the studio are basically just trying to push it out and like not even care about it. That's why marketing lately hasn't been that big. They're not going to spend that much more on marketing for it. Snatched, on the other hand, is a movie that I really like. Trainwreck. I think Amy Schumer can be funny with the right writer. I don't like the fact that she is not the only one writing this. I think that the fact that someone else is coming in to co-write it with her, I said, is a bit of an issue. But Jonathan Levine is directing it, and Jonathan Levine did 50-50, which is a brilliant film.
God,
He did
yes.
Warm Bodies, and he did The Night Before. So there is decent. He's got a decent track record. So
I really liked that movie, so
I'm a little. That's something that's kind of like, okay, maybe I can get along with this, but we'll see.
Let's throw it over to Chris. What are your thoughts on this weekend?
I'm probably okay. Just for the sake of curiosity, I might check out King Arthur because hopefully we can finally get a decent King Arthur movie, first one in forever. But yeah, and Snatch, I actually did enjoy. I enjoyed Trainwreck, but Amy Schumer's she's not my kind of comedic actress. You know, you feel me?
Okay, so throw it over to you.
Apparently, I'm the only one actually very much looking forward to King Arthur, simply because it's Guy Ritchie, and I think the guy is amazing. He can't do no wrong. So, yeah, of course, I'm looking forward to it. I actually thought the trailers looked good. So, screw all you haters. I don't fucking care. I'm looking forward to this fucking movie, all right? And
Dude,
I have
honestly,
not seen...
I wish I was there with you.
Thank you. And look, if it turns out to be shit, I'll be the first to admit that, but I first will have to see the actual fucking movie for that. And Snatched, I haven't seen or heard anything of, so I don't care.
Okay. Quick opinions. I think Snatch is gonna be that secret comedy that comes out. People are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm surprised it came out," even though it has Amy Schumer's name attached to it, and it's probably gonna be
And Goldie Hawn.
exactly. I think it's gonna be a really decent comedy that's gonna come out. King Arthur.
Evan's too young to know who Goldie Hawn is.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. I've heard it's fun. From some trusted sources I've spoken to, I've heard an untrusted source tell me it's bad. So we'll see. We'll jump into this
I was gonna
next.
say your untrusted source doesn't happen to have a match tomorrow in the fan schmodown, does he?
He might. Okay.
What? Evan has sources? What is this?
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next big weekend because I'm so excited.
We got Alien Covenant, and we got Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Choose what you want to speak about. We'll start it with.
Okay, I laugh because I'm like, they're still making Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies?
No, this is a full reboot. This is like
Oh,
full on.
This is when they
reboot.
reboot it.
Woof.
I mean, to be honest, I thought the first two Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies actually weren't that bad when they first came out. Then again, I was pretty young. I was kind of the age range they were going for. So, yeah, sure. I don't even know, are they still making the books? Like, is that series still big enough that they're going to broken an audience? And then what's the second movie? I kind of forgot already.
Alien Covenant?
Alien Covenant. Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm actually looking forward to this movie. I did not like Prometheus at all. Now I'm going in with low expectations because of that. But I am such a fan of the first two Alien movies. And I actually quite like Alien 3. It's the assembly cut, not the theatrical.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward
Fincher
because
had nothing to do with it.
it looks less Prometheus, more Alien. But I'm going in with low expectations. I'm expecting to walk out of it disappointed, but still looking pretty forward to it.
All right, we're gonna jump over to the Aussie himself, Jacob.
J. Cole. Oh, can't speak, Evan. All right. So
It's not the only thing he can't do, Jacob.
I need to stop drinking at 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so
Well, get on it.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This is Alicia Silverstone's first movie in like 10 years. So that's
Wait,
the only.
they got Alicia Silverstone in this?
Yeah, she's the mum. It's her first movie in forever. So Alicia Silverstone.
Forever. Sorry.
We will see you in about another 15 years when you decide to have a career again. Alien, on the other hand, I am really, really excited for. I am super excited for Alien, which makes no sense because I hated Prometheus. And these trailers haven't been the greatest thing in the world. There is something about the fact that they called it Alien that is making me excited. And it's a new Alien movie directed by Ridley Scott where the alien is actually in it. So I don't know. I'm excited for it. And next Monday, I get a choice between seeing Aliens or Prometheus on the big screen.
Aliens?
Which one do you think I'm picking?
You
Aliens.
act like that's even a choice.
It's not
Alright,
even a
Let's
choice.
jump over to the
I mean,
Dutchman.
I love Prometheus, but it's aliens.
Let's jump over to the Dutchman on this table. Case, what are your thoughts on this weekend?
Alien Covenant, baby. I mean, come on. I mean, I really like the first Alien, despite the fact that it's a horror movie. I love Aliens, one of my favorite movies, and I love Prometheus. I don't care what anyone says. I love that movie. I watched it, rewatched it recently. Thought it was still a really good movie. So, yeah, very much looking forward to Alien Covenant, especially after seeing the prologue thing that dropped today. That was really cool.
Prometheus is a very divisive film. Chris, what are your reactions on this weekend? Someone screen cap that, please.
Oh, yes, please do. Because, Alien Covenant. Need, now, please.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess
I'll
the
be
English
honest. I'll be,
language
I'll
just
be
not
on this
good.
thing like a face hugger on some random poor astronaut. Seriously, this is a movie that I've been waiting for because the fact of the matter is we have not had a good alien movie since 1986.
That's not true.
Well, okay, debatably, we have not had a good alien movie since
It's very
1986.
arguable because there are people like me who love Prometheus.
And there's also people like me who really like Alien 3. So
And there's people like me who, well, you know where I stand.
yeah,
And even though Alien 3 is actually still enjoyable, I'm not going to say it's not great, though. But I've seen the trailers, I've seen the prologues. I'm actually really excited, and I really want this film to be a great entry that doesn't rely too much on
Nostalgia.
exactly.
All
Makes
right.
sense.
did
Well,
you guys
for
just
me-
before we move on from Alien? Did you guys hear the thing that apparently the captain from Alien worked for the same company from Blade Runner, so they're in the same world?
But that's been in every. That's been in since Aliens 3.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, Aliens. Sorry, Aliens 2.
Alien
Yeah,
3.
yeah. Sorry,
well,
but
for
that's-
me,
yeah.
I'm gonna see Alien and Aliens before I see Alien Covenant. I haven't actually seen those movies yet.
Well, get on it.
We'll get on it.
Okay, God.
I
Little
I
shit.
haven't seen those movies before. I'm going to though. So I don't really have a comment on that. But Diary of a Wimpy Kid is going to be the best movie of this summer. This reboot is the best idea that any studio has ever made, and I can't believe how genius they were in doing this. So Diary of a Wimpy Kid, go see it in theaters, please.
So
Support the movie with
seriously,
everything that you can.
every time Evan makes such bullshit predictions, just ignore that he ever said it.
Well, you
And I
realize it was
thought
a
I was
bad
drunk.
joke.
Okay, well, moving on to the last weekend in May, we have Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man Tell No Tales. The theme of
Salazar's
the-
Revenge. It has been renamed.
For you guys, not for us.
It was renamed.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's still Dead Man's Tell No Tales in
Dead Man Tell No
domestically.
Tales. The theme of the Disney ride, they go Dead Man Tell No Tales. It's the theme of the Disney ride, and then
Really? I couldn't tell. Sorry. Sorry.
and then also Baywatch, the film that comes out, has Zac Efron, has The Rock. I'm trying to get into the premiere of that film, but God knows what's gonna happen. I'll start.
You're
off
too
this
young
one.
for that
Yeah, I
crap.
was gonna say you can't even see the movie, Evan. It's hard.
Whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for Pirates of the Caribbean. I like seeing pirates fight evil, weird dudes in Baywatch. I hope it's funny. Yes, maybe, please. Jacob, what's up to you?
I think this is going. Okay, so I have heard because this movie has been screened already. I have heard that it is actually pretty good. It's not as good as the first one, but it's not as terrible as the others. So, okay, I'm a little more excited. I like the directors. I think Kon-Tiki was a really cool movie. But at the same time, I think this is going to be this year's Alice in Wonderland. I don't think it's going to make any money. The more and more I see of Jack Sparrow in this movie, the less and less I'm excited for it. The fact that their first couple of trailers didn't have Jack Sparrow in it and got me really excited, but then when Johnny Depp came on, I don't know what it is, but here it's too over the top. I don't know. Baywatch, none of these trailers have gotten me. I have not found any of them that funny. I think they all look really stupid. I've never been a real massive fan of Seth Gordon as a director. I don't think Horrible Bosses is any good. So I'm sitting here like, I'll go see Pirates and I'll end up seeing Baywatch as well. But this is one of those weekends that I'm just not that looking forward to. May is a really bad month other than Covenant. But anyway.
I actually think Mesa Stacks month. We'll throw it over to Case here.
Looking forward to Pirates 5, hoping it's as good as the first and has a little bit of the fun of 2 and 3. Baywatch kind of looks funny. I hope it is funny. We'll see. This is a weekend that I'm like, these movies could either end up being really bad or really good. We'll see.
Chris, you?
If I'll be honest, I'm not interested in Baywatch, even though I'll probably wind up seeing it because chances are I'll have nothing better to do that weekend because it's either that or Pirates. And granted, yes, I will go see Pirates, partially so I can do a review and either rip it to shreds or just make one joke of how, well, at least it was watchable.
That was a movie.
Hey,
Yep.
Kearns, to finish it off with you before we go to break, what are your thoughts of this weekend?
I'm kind of looking forward to Pirates 5, hoping it's not as bad as the last one. I really love the first one, so I just hope it's watchable. Baywatch, I actually think the exact opposite of Jacob with trailers. The trailers have gotten me for a movie I wasn't interested in. I think it's going to be a really funny movie, so that's what I'm probably going to see.
All right, everybody. Well, that is the beginning of our crazy summer movie segment that is taking place tonight. We just started off with May. We still got June, July, and August to get through. And we also got
Really, I
questions.
had no idea. Sorry.
And we also have questions at the end of the show that we're going to be going through. Make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you after the break. Bye-bye.
Ezekiel 25:17. Yep,
Nice.
tie game.
Would you have needed the number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other reason. As soon as I heard Ezekiel, as soon as I remembered it, I just didn't remember the number. So yeah. All right. No, you're good, man. It's all good. Take your shot. All right, and a decent round two, but he's gonna need Greg to not do so hot if I think he wants things to go his way. So, Greg, the remaining categories in this round are 90s movies, DreamWorks Animation, DC, Action Adventure, and movie release dates. Please choose a number between 1 through 5.
Let's go with 1.
That's the category of DreamWorks Animation. Would you like to stick with that or go for something else?
I don't want movie release dates, but I could go action adventure for 2. I'm gonna stick it and go 2 for action adventure. I'm gonna go to action adventure for 2.
Okay. And in case we read your questions.
Right. And correct for your first question in action adventure. What is Jason Statham's occupation in Crank?
In Crank.
Yes.
Yes.
5, 4.
Multiple choice.
The options are A, computer hacker, B, assassin, C, drug dealer, or D, butcher.
Yeah, he's an assassin.
Yep,
That's
that's
correct.
correct for
Takes
1
the
point.
lead.
Could have just said it.
All right. Second question. Who plays antagonist Pascal Savage in Johnny English?
It's the Rowan Atkinson movie, right?
Yep.
Let's go multiple choice.
The options are A, Ben Miller, B, Oliver Ford Davies, C, Tim Pigott Smith, or D, John Malkovich.
I'm gonna go B.
Henry, chance to
Incorrect.
steal.
The only name that sounds familiar and that you wouldn't make up, John Malkovich, maybe?
That's correct for a point. Wow, big steal there.
I think he was in Johnny English.
All right.
Name just sounds familiar.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't think he was in there. The other 3 didn't sound familiar.
Your third question. In 2001's Tomb Raider, what is the name of the group looking for the 2 halves of the triangle?
Multiple choice.
Options are A, Raiders, B. Powell, C. Illuminati, or D. Palagosto?
You say those again?
A. Raiders, B. Powell, C. Illuminati, or D. Palagosto?
I think they were those, but let's go with it. Illuminati?
That is correct. For your last question in Action Adventure, who plays the sniper that saved John Wick twice in the first John Wick?
Willem Dafoe.
That is correct for 2 points. Score is now 8-5 going into round 3.
Man, this has been a really interesting game so far. A little bit back and forth, and right now Greg does have a decent lead, but as we say a lot in this game, anything can happen. As we come into round 3, and it will go as such. Each competitor will be given the year, genre, and 3 plot keywords of a given film. If they know the answer to that information alone and they guess correctly, they'll receive 5 points. However,
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
And
We're back.
For
from
Bob.
break.
That was smooth. Oh
Mr.
god,
Back.
Well, sort of.
back, and we are
Yeah.
here
Not really.
covering. We are here covering the summer movie season, and we're gonna jump straight back into it. Heading into the month of June, we have probably the second best movie gonna be coming out in summer, with Captain Underpants and Wonder Woman to be coming out. We'll throw it over to Kearns first, as he is he's the most keen on the DCEU. What are your thoughts of this opening weekend in June?
Oh man, Captain Underpants. Oh yeah. This is, I've been waiting for this movie. Every day I watch the trailer every day, and I just go, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
are you in the books too?
And
Bro,
every
are we
day
both-
you
No, okay, listen.
The
I
inside, just
loved
like I
the
do.
books when I was a kid. That's why I think this is going to be if it's on Netflix, I might watch it one night if there's nothing else to do. But I am not paying
if
to
you're drunk.
Wonder Woman. I'm looking forward to, as Evan so eloquently puts, I am the biggest DCEU fan out of us here. And I'm looking forward to this movie. I
Good.
think it's going to be good.
I'm happy
But
for
then
you.
again, I thought Man of Steel and BVS were good. So,
What does he know?
Ouch.
Wow. We'll throw it over to Case, since he's the one who took a shot at Kearns. What are your thoughts on this weekend?
Weekend is gonna suck. Captain Underpants looks absolutely fucking horrible, and Wonder Woman, I'm just too worried about that. I can't give a crap about this movie. I'm sorry.
I will throw it over to Chris, because he gave a reaction like I did to that statement.
Well, kind of stole what I was gonna say. And as a kid who grew up on the Captain Underpants books, I'm almost offended. I'm
not excited for it.
And I should be, because it should be a blast of nostalgia. But I'm just like, fuck. And Wonder Woman, I love Patty Jenkins. If I had to put my top 100 films of all time, Monster would be in the 60s. It's just outside my top 50, but my God, between the track record so far and the fact that I'm burnt out. I'm sorry. 3 DCEU movies in, I'm burnt out. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna go see it, but my expectations are low.
All right, let's jump over to Jacob London. What are your thoughts on this weekend?
See, I'm one of the weird. Okay. To me, DC has become the prequels. I will go there and see them, despite knowing the fact that they're gonna suck. But I'm at that point where it's
Kearns, I can send you some booze right now if you'd like.
look.
Chris is not
I'm
allowed
really
to drink
hoping.
yet.
I am really, really, really hoping that Wonder Woman is the Wonder Woman is the movie that brings us back on board for the DCEU. That is good, and I have some hope. I have a small smidgen of hope because I actually think the trailers have been incredible.
What if
really
this is the Revenge of the Sith of the franchise?
I'm hoping it's the Force Awakens of the franchise. Okay,
Okay,
right.
yeah, that's even better.
I'm hoping. Now, Captain Underpants. This movie has absolutely no hope because one, it's opening up against a DC movie, but two, they're not even releasing it here until September.
Yeah, that's probably not a good sign.
Hashtag
No.
Aussie release dates.
Okay, well, we'll go over to the one who sounds the most hopeful other than Kearns on this panel. Look, I get it. I was okay. I have a really controversial opinion about these DC films. I want Wonder Woman to be good, but if it is bad, I want it to tank really bad so they can totally reboot this DC EU franchise. I want to restart from the beginning.
Did you forget about Justice League?
If it's good and solid, full-fledged, it's going to be amazing. I want it to be that way. Captain Underpants, I'm actually looking forward to it. The trailer was stupid, but it was stupid in the sense of Captain America, Captain Underpants stupid. And AP Lane, funny enough, I did defend Captain Underpants in that class. It was a great time. Guys, remember Flippo-Rama?
Yeah.
If they found a way to integrate that into the story, that would be...
They won't, but...
Why not?
Hey, I can dream, can I?
Okay, well... with that out of the way, actually, we have to cover that. We have two films coming out. Sorry, Jacob, we do have to cover this film. We have two films coming out this weekend, and it comes at night. A horror. We don't have many horror fans, so if you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. And we have The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise. I'm gonna start it out. It comes out night. It actually has some really interesting marketing. Clark Wolf got a few presents from them today. And then The Mummy is hopefully it's gonna be good. We'll jump it over to Jacob.
So The Mummy, I'm excited for. I actually think that this could be really cool. And I'm really hoping that this reboots, that this is what starts the Universal Monsters universe. But gotta have hope. Who's next?
I can go.
Oh, okay, Kearns.
I'm actually really excited for The Mummy. I'm a big fan of the 1999 Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I think it's a really fun adventure horror film. So I'm hoping for this one to be the same. I mean, Tom Cruise is awesome. And I've liked the trailers, and I like what Universal is trying to do, like having Dr. Jekyll in this movie. I'm just hoping it works.
All right, we'll throw it over to Chris.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to The Mummy. Even though I know I shouldn't expect it to be anything like the 1933 classic or the really fun 1999 film, but look, just be good. Do exactly what Man of Steel did in terms of setting it up, creating this whole universe. Just, be a better movie than Man of Steel, in my personal opinion.
All right, let's go into Case.
Like, this movie has to set it up like Iron Man, not like Man of Steel. And essentially, if you think about it, Man of Steel is Iron Man. So, be like Iron Man. Just set up this universe, because I think The Mummy is going to be good. What was the other movie again?
It comes.
It's a horror film called It Comes at Night.
Exactly. Bye.
Okay, well, we'll move on to this next weekend. We have the Tupac biopic, All Eyes on Me, which is building some really good steam from the marketing, which I'm super excited for. And Cars 3, screw you haters who hate the car franchise. I think it's super enjoyable. It's not the better of the Pixar films, but they're still super enjoyable films. You can wear all the shades you want. You can throw the shade at me. I don't care. They're still enjoyable films with a good message, and that's what Pixar is. And All Eyes on Me, it's going to cover a story of that not many people actually know about Tupac. I'm really excited to see this film. I'm not throwing it over to Case or Chris because there have been a bunch of sunglasses wearing putas. We'll throw it over to Kearns, who's laughing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to All Eyes on Me. I hope I had the title correct. I really like the trailer. I like his music, so I'm interested in seeing it. Cars 3. Well, if Cars 2 didn't suck so bad, I would say I'm excited for it. I also have an issue with the marketing from the first teaser trailer changed. That makes me think that something happened with this movie. So, listen, the only reason why I'm going to see this movie is if my 5-year-old cousin makes me watch it with him. Besides that, I'm probably, because I saw the first Cars movie when it came out, loved it, hated Cars 2, so not looking forward to this.
All right, let's start over to Jacob London, the man who was shaking his head when I was giving a passionate speech about the Cars franchise. What you gotta say about this weekend?
No, I'm more shaking my head. Do you actually know who Tupac is? Like,
Yes.
Do you actually really? Because I'm surprised you're old enough to. Okay.
Jacob, give
Not
him
wanting
credit.
to-
This is the age of the internet, so the kid knew who Queen was. So I mean,
but that's a bit
Sort
bigger than Tupac.
of.
I mean, I guess, but I'm just saying.
No. In all honesty, I'm. Look, I liked Straight Outta
Sure.
Compton. I didn't love it. Same with this one. I'm kind of the same at the moment. I think I'll like it. I won't love it. I don't think it'll be a great movie. Cars 3. I loved the first teaser. I thought that was an awesome teaser of this. Oh, we're gonna kill someone, and then obviously they didn't. And then the new trailer that came out this week, I was kind of like,
Back to the same.
yeah, like it was. Oh, okay, cool. That's the story. All right, we're just got a kind, sweet little story. Cool. All right, that's what Pixar does best. They do kind, sweet little stories that just somehow they elevate. So if they can find a way to somehow elevate this one, great. Yeah, I'm done. Kearns. No, Kearns already spoken. All right. The
Right,
two
Chris.
dickhead.
Chris Gilman.
Yeah, no, I don't give two shits about Cars 3. Just give me All Eyes on Me, please, because as a Tupac fan, as a fan of good hip hop, I just am looking forward to seeing them try to tackle his story and what he initially was trying to do before, unfortunately, the business got to him. Because he really was a man on a genuine mission. But, of course, the money got to him. The fame got to him. All of the wildlife of Los Angeles got to him. Exactly.
Sorry, I had to do that. I saw my
Come
opportunity
on,
and I had
man.
to take it.
Let's start over
Come
to
on.
Case. Bite the bullet.
Evan, come on.
Wow, and you made his screen bite the bullet. Nice going there, Evan.
Oh, wait. It's back now, right?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, your screen is back.
Okay, so where Chris said, ditto. Moving on.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We're about to move over to the biggest crap fest of the summer, Transformers Last Night. I hope this is the last ride before Transformers.
We have 3 more of them.
Jacob, you want to try that one again? We got 14 more of them, according to Wikipedia.
No, we have 3 dated. We have 3 more dated after this.
We'll go over to Matthew Kearns.
Hey, this is Mark Wahlberg. I think you should all go and see this movie, because I'm in it. And it's like, we got these cars that, like, in a quick second, they go, "Woo, woo, woo," and then the robots, and you're like, what happened there? So, yeah, say hi to your mothers for me. Because I have nothing to say on it.
All right, we'll go over to the highly inappropriate Case Cornelisa, as apparently they call me the most immature one here. Scratching my head about that.
That was a good one, Evan. You got one.
Well, look, you can crap on Transformers all you want, but the thing is, they make money, and for some reason, people like to watch those movies. So this is not going to be the biggest crap fest of the summer. Cars 3 is. I don't fucking care what you think. The Cars franchise has been dead since the first one, so fuck it.
We'll throw it over to Chris. Please lighten the mood.
My name is Optimus Prime, and I'm here to tell you firsthand, this movie's going to blow all the chunks.
Hey,
I recommend you
Optimus.
watch this.
Optimus, we went in a movie together. Wasn't it awesome?
Listen.
Have I missed anybody?
It's-
Jacob?
yeah.
I don't want to do another movie. They killed me in the second one. Bless you, Jacob.
Spoiler alert.
Jacob, go, please.
You know what's going to be funny is if after the end of all this, Transformers is our favorite movie of the summer.
Which it's not.
It won't
It
happen. But,
won't.
oh my god! Okay,
It
look,
won't.
just the fucking batshit insanity of this movie. I'm hoping something sticks. Like, what the fuck is going on? And what was with that other bloody trailer?
Okay,
I
well,
I am allergic to talking about
so
Transformers.
bad
That was
it is physically
We gotta
making
move.
Jacob
Move
sick.
on.
All right, next week. The next week we have one really big movie coming out, and then one that's a smaller flick, but people are really starting to anticipate. And Baby Driver, directed by Edgar Wright, and Despicable Me 3, which I'm so excited for this movie. We'll hit it off with Chris first. What are your thoughts on this weekend?
God, Evan, I'm sorry. I'm going 2 for 2. Do not give a crap about Despicable Me 3, even though I'm excited about Trey Parker being in it. Bye-bye. Baby Driver, Edgar Wright, give me now. One of the best trailers I've seen so far this year. Both the international and the domestic trailers were both just amazing. Baby Driver.
Okay,
Need.
we'll throw it over to Case.
So, to be completely honest, I had more fun watching the Baby Driver trailer than the Last Jedi trailer. I'm not gonna kid anyone. The Baby Driver trailer looks fucking amazing. That movie's gonna crush. It's gonna be awesome. And Despicable Me 3, it looks nice. I'm gonna see it. This is like the first actual good weekend for movies. Like 2 good big movies coming out. That's good. So I'm looking forward to this one.
All right, well, over to Matthew Kearns. What are your thoughts?
I actually haven't seen the Baby Driver trailer. It's one that's eluded me. I've heard very good things about it. I just haven't
We'll
gotten
get
around
on
to
it.
Well, so funny enough, I thought. Oh, keep going. Kearns.
Oh, okay.
No, keep going. My bad.
Oh, okay. Can I?
I don't know. Can
Despicable
you?
Me 3. Shut up, Chris. Despicable Me 3. I didn't even see the second one, and I watched like 20 minutes of Minions over Christmas break when my cousins were here, and they forced me to put it on.
Don't watch Minions.
So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to. That's another weekend, unless Baby Driver. I watched the trailer and I like it, but Despicable Me 3. I'm not gonna see
Okay,
it.
so I feel like we keep losing Jacob London in his own snot. Are you okay over there? Can you give us?
I'm allergic to something in my house, which I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. But anyway,
Check
What
your
is-
house
okay.
Transformers DVDs.
I think that's it. All right. Well, look. Okay. I'm one of the few people in the world who did not like the Baby Driver trailer. I thought it looked too kinetic and too. Hey, I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to look cool. I'm trying to I know that at PAX, one of the one of the festivals this year, it didn't. Kearns, if you want to go grab Scott Mance from your closet, he didn't like it. I know that.
What, Baby Driver?
Yeah, but he
Oh,
didn't
no,
like
Scott.
Baby Driver.
God, did you not like Baby Driver? I did not like Baby Driver at all. Okay, get back from the closet.
He didn't hate it. He just didn't think it was that good. It was like me with Guardians. I didn't hate Guardians. I just didn't think it was that good. Despicable Me 3. Look, I thought I was indifferent to the first one. I thought the second one was hilarious. I haven't laughed so hard in a movie for a while for some reason. And then Minions just Minions was horrific. But look, this could be good. I know it's going to make a lot of money, but it could be good. It could just nothing about this trailer has gotten me into it. The fact that South Park creators are doing a voice is cool. I don't know. I'm so indifferent to this movie at the moment.
Yeah, your nose is so indifferent to the environment around you.
Oh, shut up,
That
Evan.
didn't even work as a joke, Evan.
Okay, for me, look, the first two Despicable Me movies were absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. I think they're really great animation that wasn't Disney or Pixar. And Baby Driver, I'm kind of indifferent to it. I thought the trailer was cool. I didn't think it was like the greatest thing ever or the worst thing ever. I just thought it was cool. So yeah, people are really undermining Despicable Me 3, and it's making me really upset. Okay.
Well,
with that,
we're doing it just because you want to see it, Evan. Clearly, we're just out to get you.
We're
Obviously,
just shitting on your opinion as usual.
Duh. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about my most anticipated movie in 2017, other than Star Wars.
Here we go. July 2017.
It's fucking Spider-Man!
Spider-Man.
Sorry,
you traitor!
Pumped. I'm so pumped for this movie. I am absolutely
Traitor!
so pumped. Other than Star Wars, I am
No.
We'll talk about it once we cover it next time. We'll cover it when we get to the next one. Jacob, keep going.
I missed all of this.
Keep going.
Look, okay. This movie has been looks amazing. I love the Breakfast Club feel of it. I love that they're doing a John Hughes movie. This feels like a John Hughes movie, and I am so pumped for it. I didn't like that last trailer, the fact that it spoiled everything, but I'm still so fucking excited for this movie, and I just hope to God it lands. Yes, I will talk about H because that is literally number 3. Chris, you're next.
All right. Yeah. Good Lord. The fact that we might have another really good Spider-Man film on our hands, arguably the best one since Spider-Man 2, I am very hopeful. Now, that being said, though, is there a possibility that it could slip through the cracks and have some problems? Of course, because it's an MCU movie. They're not going to take that many chances on it. Sony won't allow them. Disney won't
Nor should they have to.
True, but it would be a pleasant surprise that of all the films that we would think wouldn't take chances, this would be the one that does. But whatever. It is what it is. Case.
So my biggest hope for Spider-Man Homecoming is that we finally have a great villain, because we haven't had one since Loki, including Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, especially Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm very much looking forward to Spider-Man Homecoming. I hope it's the best one since Spider-Man 3, which I still consider a good movie. And actually, controversial opinion, prefer Spider-Man 3 over 2. How about that? And I still hate The Amazing Spider-Man. How about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a controversial opinion that I honestly don't care about. And I just hope this is the first good one since Spider-Man 3. So that's my hope for it.
Kearns?
I'm actually probably the biggest fan of The Amazing Spider-Man here. That's my favorite Spider-Man
Really?
movie. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jacob. You know what? You're right. I hate that movie. Right?
No, I loved it. I absolutely love it. I'm with you. I love it.
Oh, I thought you were
I
doing
smell
what
a
Chris was
debate
doing.
soon.
I smell nostalgia
We're
critic.
going to debate The Amazing Spider-Man versus Spider-Man 3 soon. That's going to be it.
I smell.
Yes.
No, okay, we're doing it because he's
hello.
dead.
Hello.
We're doing it.
Okay. Back to what I was saying. First thing, I smell nostalgia critic already did a video and it covered everything we possibly could. Back to, I'm looking really forward to Homecoming because I really enjoyed Tom Holland in Civil War. I was not like a lot of people who were extremely quick to say it was the best Spider-Man in his 3 scenes. I really love the like Breakfast Club feel we're getting from the trailers, and I love Michael Keaton. I love the fact that Michael Keaton is the villain. You have, to me, the best Batman playing a super villain. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this movie, and I hope it's the best Spider-Man film since The Amazing Spider-Man.
Fair enough, I guess.
Can we go on to the big one? Okay, so yeah,
Sure.
I have my little hype rage about that one. Chris, you can have your hype rage about the next one.
Thank you.
Chris, take it away.
Apes on tanks, bitches.
Apes on horses too.
Now, here's why I'm so excited for this movie. As Jacob and I have said time and time again throughout podcasts here on Take 3 Productions, if this film can knock it out of the park, just give it a grand slam. You know what this will mean? This will make this the best film trilogy since Lord of the Rings. And that will mean something. Because when was the last time that a film trilogy actually ended on a high note? Lord of the Rings.
Born.
Well, okay.
But it's not a trilogy anymore with Jason Bourne.
Look, you can make the same argument for Lord of the Rings because they had the Hobbit movies. The simple thing
That's
is the
true.
Bourne trilogy, Identity, Supremacy, and Ultimatum is a great fucking trilogy.
It is.
It is. I'm not saying it's not. I just think I just think Rise is a better movie than Bourne Identity, and Dawn is
It
a
is.
better movie than Supremacy. So all it takes is this movie to be better than either of them, and it's
But
a better trilogy.
Ultimatum is like
I know,
the best
I know.
of the trilogy. Like, come on.
I don't know. So if this is the best of the trilogy, then well, matter of math. No, anyway, okay. I'm so fucking excited for this movie. It's like July is my jam. I will sit through 2 months of shit just so I can get to July, because July is going to have some of the best movies. Next week's is also I'm really excited for, which I shouldn't be because I actually think Nolan isn't that great anymore. But
We're not
I'm
there
still
yet.
super excited.
We're not
yeah.
there yet.
We're trying to hurry this along.
Sorry, Apes on Horses 2. Apes on Horses 2.
Apes on Tanks. I haven't given my thoughts because I believe I'm the least excited for the movie out of all of us, simply because I thought the trailer was and Rise was great, Dawn was good, and the trailer for War is it's like the CG is off. I don't know what the plot is. I'm worried about the characters. We'll see.
Okay. I guess real quick, Spider-Man Homecoming, super excited for that. I don't know if I get any thoughts, but yeah. World of the Planet of the Apes, Apes on Tanks, Apes on Tanks. And am I good to move on to the next week?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't.
Sorry, Kearns. Sorry.
Yes, I might be the only person who's less excited for War. That's the name of the week, correct? War of the Planet of the Apes than
More
you.
for Planet of the Apes.
And
Well, the
only
thing is, you haven't
because-
seen the
I haven't seen the previous
two.
movies. But
So-
I thought the trailer was good. Actually, to fill Jacob and Chris's ego, I am going to do my damnedest to see the first two. That way I can see this movie because the trailer looked that good to me.
Well, just to
First
do a
War.
bit of cross promotion, tomorrow we'll be watching Casablanca and live streaming it here on Take 3. However, in a few weeks, I will make sure we do both Planet of the Apes movies, Kearns, so you can watch them for the first time with us.
If you guys want to do classics, why don't you do the original Charlton Heston? Just
We will get to that eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get on it.
All right. Well,
All right.
we're moving on to this next week. Okay, we have.
I didn't even realize I was opening against that. Oh my god, this movie.
Yeah. We have.
what?
We have Valerian. Jacob is having spasms in the corner. Those allergies are really must be doing something to him. Valerian versus Dunkirk. I'll give my thoughts at the end of this because I got a bunch to say. We'll go to Chris Doman first. What do you think?
I am looking forward to both of these for very different reasons. I'm looking forward to Valerian because even though this is based on off a graphic novel, this is going to be some of the most original sci-fi we've seen for a while. And unfortunately, though, the last time that we've seen in original sci-fi film. It
Hmm.
worst role of his career. But I have hope for this. Why? Luc Besson. The guy, he's made some stinkers, I'll admit. But when he really nails it, he nails it out of the park. And of course, Dunkirk, World War II. This is stuff that I lived and breathed in high school. I soaked as much of this knowledge, like as much knowledge of it as I could in. And the story that he's going to be telling here, if it's even half as crazy as what I read about in some of my history books back in high school, I'll shit a brick. I will shit a gold brick.
Oh
Well,
my
that is
God.
very interesting. We'll
Can
go
I?
to Mona Lisa. All right, I guess we'll go to Jacob.
Valerian's gonna make 10 cents. It's opening the same weekend as Dunkirk. I thought Valerian was opening on its own weekend, like it was the only. It's opening the same weekend as Dunkirk. This movie's gonna make no money. Wow. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, the last movie. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. Okay. You're jumping up and down, going, Luc Besson. This is the guy whose last movies were Lucy, The Family, Arthur and the Invisibles, and yep, that's it. Before, and then his 20 years ago, he did The Fifth Element. 20 years ago. That was a long time ago.
In a galaxy
In a
far,
galaxy
far away.
Why are you hating on Arthur and the Invisibles, bro?
Because he did all freaking 3 of them, and they're all terrible.
We'll go over to
Anyway.
Chris Doman since he's the one upset about this. What are your thoughts on
You
this?
already went to me.
Oh yeah, I meant to. I want to go to Case.
I don't care what anyone says. Valerian looks great. The trailers look very fun. Original sci-fi. It looks good. Now, I will admit that there is a part of me that thinks this could be the next Jupiter Ascending, but I'm hoping it is the next Guardians of the Galaxy. So we'll see. That said, though, Christopher Nolan has been with his most recent movies. Like he started off great and then slowly went down a little bit. Like Dark Knight Rises, it sucked. Interstellar, it was good, but it wasn't what it should have been. And now I don't know what to think of Dunkirk, because I think he has a lot of potential. He will probably put out a good movie, but just I don't know. I hope it's great. I hope he's back in form for this one. I'm looking forward to both of these movies.
Well, Kearns, are you informed to speak about this weekend?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what would make you think I wasn't. Valerian,
Hunts.
I did not like the trailer at all. But I'm hoping it's good because I made Case leave. I'm hoping it's good because I want original sci-fi to work. I want this to be an Edge of Tomorrow or a Guardians and not a Jupiter Ascending, but to me, the trailer makes it look more Jupiter Ascending. Having said that, it's from the director of one of my favorite sci-fi movies, Fifth Element, so I'm giving it that hope. Dunkirk, in a continued thing of I'm probably, to a lot of people, the worst person with movie opinions ever, I actually like Dark Knight Rises a lot, and I actually thought Interstellar was pretty good. Plus, I'm a real student of history. The story of Dunkirk, I'm really hoping that they do it justice. So, yeah.
Hey, Kearns, I love history as much as the next man. But there's been this trend in Nolan films. I made a quick little graph. So you see Nolan films. Right here
Wait,
is the
did you
beginning.
No. I have to make this pun, and it's terrible. Did you make a little Evan graph? Sorry.
Ha!
Terrible pun.
I've been cracking bad puns all day, so it's okay. So right here, we have the beginning of his career. He started making good films for a while, and then all of a sudden he made The Dark Knight Rises. Not so good of a film, so he's back to like where he started his career. And then he went down to Interstellar, which was an absolute stink pile in my opinion. I'm happy that you enjoyed it for what it was, Kearns. And then we're gonna keep tracking down to Dunkirk. I don't think it's gonna be that good of a film. Trailers haven't really done anything to make me enticed to it. I'm a history junkie. I love history because history repeats itself. It predicts the future. And
Really? Who just muted him?
I think he muted himself. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't
I
touch
think
it.
he was too busy hitting things. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's move on.
I think it's that at a certain point, something somewhere realizes that Evan is talking too much bullshit, and then it just mutes.
Okay, shush.
All right, can we move on to the next weekend, which is
Yep.
Atomic
Oh
Blonde?
no! Oh no! We lost his audio.
Oh no.
Oh crap!
And it's gone.
That ain't
Just
good.
restart, Evan.
Just restart. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next weekend.
Next weekend we have. Oh man, this is gonna be a big, awesome weekend. Dunkirk's getting #1 2 weeks in a row. Atomic Blonde, which was the new Charlize Theron and directed by the upcoming Deadpool 2 guy. But also we have the Emoji Movie with Patrick Stewart as shit. Why?
The sad thing is that is not a metaphor. That is a literal. Yes, everyone, join with us. Let us all shit rats together.
I know shit rats.
I'm just gonna shake my head in disappointment.
you don't even do it that good. Well, Atomic Blonde looks like it's gonna be a bunch of fun, and the Emoji Movie looks like better than Captain Underpants. So we got that.
Here's the thing. Whenever you say something looks like less, like it looks like less crap than something else that looks like utter complete crap, that doesn't mean it's not crap. It's still crap. It's just in a lesser extent, but it's still fucking crap. Like the Emoji Movie, it's still fucking crap. It's still gonna be fucking horrible, just like fucking Captain Underpants. So, fuck this weekend. Go see Dunkirk again.
I got something to say. Man, yeah, this weekend. Atomic Blonde looks interesting, but I mean, the Emoji Movie. I just have one thing to say. Can we stop anime movies taking great actors and putting them in quite literally shit roles? I think if Jean-Luc Picard had anything to say about this, he would say, the line must be drawn. Yeah. The minute you take Jean-Luc Picard and you make him shit, that's the line.
The line must be drawn here this far. Sorry.
No further. I will make them pay.
Oh my
turning me into shit.
God.
Well, let's go to Jacob, so maybe he can combustibly laugh again.
No.
There's time for the laugh at.
Just a sad weekend. This is just sad.
It's a sad.
All right, next weekend.
All right, we're going to the next weekend. We are going to August.
And
Here
because
we go.
Jacob
We got
basically on his deathbed, let's let him off the hook early so he doesn't have to answer fan
Bye-bye,
questions.
Jacob.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh my
Bad.
god, he's gone.
Nah, he's a
Yeah, no, right?
Fucking
That
awesome
guy,
piece
right?
of shit.
All right, we got the Dark Tower, and I think that's the only. Oh, in Detroit.
In Detroit.
Detroit looks like it could be really good. Dark Tower. I'm still scratching my head about it. I don't really know what to expect out of this movie. So, yeah, that's kind of with me in the Dark Tower. And then Detroit. I'm hoping it's good. I'm really hoping this movie is really good. Yeah. We'll jump to Kearns.
Dark Tower. Is that a movie based on a Stephen King book, or if I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based
That's
on a
all I
Stephen
know
King
about it.
series.
I don't really know much about it. Is there a trailer for it?
Not yet.
Hence why I'm about it.
And then the other one, Detroit. Don't know what that movie's about. So another weekend.
And it's
Probably
about
gonna be
the Detroit riots of 1965.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably gonna be home. Oh wait, you know what? Now I vaguely remember something about that.
Because a certain guy we'll see later on in December is going to be in that movie. Last time we saw him on screen, he got sliced up the back. So I can't wait to see what he can bring.
Yeah,
John Boyega.
Ah,
Now I remember. Yeah. I mean, when I see a trailer, if there's not one, maybe I'll be interested.
all right. Let's jump over to Case.
Yeah, don't know anything about the Dark Tower. Cast looks interesting. Poster look okay. Don't know anything about it really, so sure.
Okay, and we'll go to Chris.
Detroit, looking forward to. Dark Tower, look, just give me a fucking trailer, okay? I have been waiting here patiently, waiting for a goddamn fucking trailer because I love this book series. I love most of Stephen King's works, even though some of it is total crap. But this series is really good, so just give me a trailer. Give me a trailer.
You don't sound so patient. Now we're moving over to maybe what's either going to be a very fantastic horror movie or one that is going to crap the bed. We have Annabelle Creation. Chris, you're the one who knows the most about horror out of any of us. Give your thoughts.
Okay. The Conjuring 1. One of the best horror films of the decade. Hands down.
Agreed.
No questions. Conjuring 2. Fantastic. Freaking love it. Annabelle, a spinoff based on a lot of the Warren's case. That movie just sucked. Sorry, it's hard for me to it's hard for me to give the right reaction to something that brings so much hatred out of me. But Creation, this actually has a chance, and I say that with gritted teeth.
I enjoy that.
Ooh.
All right, we'll go to Kearns because he's oohing too. What are your thoughts?
I don't watch horror movies.
All right.
Not gonna start with this one.
Case, what are your thoughts?
Can I talk about Hera instead, please?
Nope. Okay.
No, that's a
now,
horror movie in and of itself.
You mean my Hera folder on my computer? Yeah, it is.
Oh God. Okay. I saw the first Conjuring. I really enjoyed it, but I'm scared to see any of the other movies because that movie scared the living crap out of me. So yeah, we'll move on to this
scared
next
the
week.
living snot out of you.
Wait, what? Who just turned into Jacob?
Listen, here's the thing: The Conjuring scared Evan so much, it's still scaring the living snot out of him.
Yep.
That when
Get
he
it?
talks about it.
Sorry.
So now Jacob's, even though he's in Australia, somehow got Evan sick, who's in Florida, because he was next to him in our little panel that I'm.
Guys, I think this is a straight up horror movie.
Okay,
Right here.
now we're moving.
This right here.
Probably the worst weekend in all of summer. We have The Hitman's Bodyguard and The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature.
Can we just
a nut job too?
next weekend? Next weekend. I don't want to talk about this.
Me neither.
I don't think there's anything to talk about in the last week of summer, so that pretty much wraps it up, right?
What's coming on the last week?
Yay!
Literally nothing. Zero.
Okay.
Polaroid, a horror film?
Nah.
Exactly. So, yay!
We made it.
Somehow we've
All right.
wasted money.
All
on
right, we are now going to be taking some live questions. If you guys have anything that you want to ask us, put them in the comments. We're going to be answering them. And so I'm going on Facebook right now to gather these questions so we can answer them. Chris, do you have any expectations going into these questions?
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I'm afraid of how much repeat we're going to be getting from the last time we did this.
Well,
We'll go
welcome
on
to
for
the
another
business.
hour.
Oh God. Hopefully not.
Kearns, do you have any expectations going into these questions?
That's a weird question in and of itself. You know what? Yeah. I'm just so scared. I just have so many opinions on these people asking me my opinions on things.
Okay.
Ask
we'll
no
start
questions about Hera Zandula.
From Ronnie, I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. Eric Kanan. Okay. Hey guys, great to see the channel growing, so kudos to everyone. I don't know if this has been asked before, but what are some of your guilty pleasure movies? Films that are generally thought of being bad, awful, but you just love for whatever reason. Cheers, guys, and stay awesome. We'll start off with Case.
I'm gonna get hate for this one. I don't care. I fully recognize this is a terrible movie. Alien Resurrection. This movie is fucking terrible in every way, but I just love it for some stupid reason.
Okay, well, okay, thanks. Kearns.
I got two. These are both movies that, as a film fan, as someone who studies film, I should hate, but Flash Gordon from 1980. Oh my god, that movie, when you really look at it, is crap. But I love it. I love it. And the other one is That's My Boy with Adam Sandler. I should not find that movie funny, but I cannot help but laugh my ass off at that movie, especially Vanilla Ice. He's hilarious in that movie.
It's funny, Kearns. I like another Adam Sandler movie that's gonna be people can get really mad at me. I like the Grown Ups franchise. Please don't kill me. I think they're funny movies. I swear, okay? I think they're funny movies. Thanks, guys. Chris, what's your guilty pleasure?
Oh man, so many to choose from.
Whew.
I think I'm gonna have to go to
Please say.
Revenge of the Sith.
no.
Oh, come on, man.
That's a good movie. I will argue that's actually
Come
a good movie with problems. Anyway, though, no, a straight up awful, atrocious film that I absolutely love is, well, Christ, look, you know what? I'm gonna just do an entire genre here. That being the Sci-Fi Channel Jaws ripoffs. Basically, there's a whole shit ton of these movies that, basically they're all the same plot. They just rip off Jaws, and they're amazing. They are absolutely amazing because there's no attempt at the story. There's no attempt to give characters. It's just shark porn. It's just,
basically.
People getting eaten by sharks, and I fucking love all of it. Whether it's the 2002 classic Shark Attack 3 Megalodon, whether it is the 2012 classic Two-Headed Shark Attack, or my bay, my beautiful bay, Deep Blue Sea.
Deepest blue, my head's like a shark's fin.
Well, moving on from that,
I
Andrew
love that song, actually.
The guy who's trying to form a new faction, whatever, he can go blow himself off. What is one movie everyone has seen that you haven't? I'll start off first. It's easier for me to make a list of movies that I have seen. We'll leave it at that. Matthew Kearns.
Movie. Can you just give me the question again?
Name a movie that a lot of people have seen that you still haven't.
That's really difficult. Someone go, because I gotta think. Because I've basically seen the classics that you're supposed to. You know what? No, I haven't seen The Great Escape. That's a classic that I've been told I should see.
Oh my god!
I haven't gone around to that one yet.
Kearns,
Are you serious? Did you just? Oh my god, me?
Escape cherry with you.
No, because I thought about Escape from New York, not The Great Escape. That's a neck to me. We'll go to Chris.
Oh shit. Now I was a problem with you, Evan. I have to do a list. I have to think hard on a list of things I haven't seen because I've seen a lot of movies. Actually, you know what? I do have one. I have one that I haven't seen yet, and that is Woody Allen's Best Picture winning Annie Hall, the movie that beat Star Wars at the Oscars.
How dare you steal an Oscar from Star Wars?
Right? Case?
Well,
just screen share your list.
The thing is, I have a list with a lot of movies that I haven't seen that I probably should, but probably the biggest that I haven't seen that people have is The Godfather Part 2, and that's simply because I didn't care for the first Godfather. So I was like, I'm not going to see the sequel if I don't like the first one. And yes, people, hate me all you want. I've seen the movie twice. I didn't like it twice, so I don't have any interest to see that movie nor its sequel anytime in the future. but it's a movie that everyone has seen, everyone loves, and I just don't. There you go.
Okay. Well, based off of that, Casey's favorite person in this league, Christopher Day, asked the question, hey guys, so what is, in your opinion, a very underrated MCU movie that people don't show love for?
Incredible
We'll go to
Hulk.
Case here.
Incredible
The
Hulk.
Incredible Hulk.
It's it's a movie that is being shit on because people are like, it's not Iron Man or something because it came out in the same year as Iron Man. Here's the thing, you can't do more with that movie simply because it's a Hulk movie. A Hulk movie is so hard to do, and what they did with the movie and how they created the character for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and actually have a decent villain in the Abomination, yeah, it's probably the best thing you could possibly do in that movie.
Kearns?
I would say Iron Man 3 is one that I really love, and I just don't really. I hear people either hate it or they're fairly indifferent to it. I love it. It's
I
my
like it a
favorite of
lot.
the trilogy.
I do genuinely like that movie, even though the third act does get
Third act is actually the best of that movie.
Oh, see, I've always thought the middle part was the best.
Yeah. Interesting.
No, for me, actually, I have two answers, and Case already took one because I have one for pre-Avengers and one for post-Avengers.
Oh, we're able to do pre as well.
Well, that's how I interpreted the question.
I completely misunderstood. I thought you meant pre as in like pre-MCU, and we were able to do like.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
No. No, it was strictly for the MCU. Okay. And pre-Avengers, Incredible Hulk. That movie does not get nearly enough love. Then post-Avengers, Ant-Man.
Yes.
No one talks about Ant-Man.
My number two.
It's so weird because the fact that this movie's climax takes place on a Thomas the fucking Tank Engine playset.
It's great.
That is so creative. That is so different. That was so new.
No.
And the fact that it's small and it looks but the fact that it's the setting, it's the style, it's the fact that they're now shrunken down on this children's play set.
Yeah, and having a fight.
It's this great fight between these two.
I want to argue that the most original new thing they introduced in that movie is the moment that Michael Pena overdubs a story that he's telling. That's awesome.
Can we all just take a minute of silence for Anthony?
Fuck Anthony. Who fucking cares?
Well, the movie that I care about...
Scott Lang cares.
The difference is, the movie that I'm going to say is very decisive. People either really like it or people really do not like it. It's Captain America: The First Avenger. I don't know why people don't think it's a well-made movie. I've heard, Case, you can roll your eyes all you want, but it's my opinion. What I'm saying is I don't understand why people don't think it's not a well-made movie. It hits every story point. It might be by the books, but it hits every story point that you need. And I enjoy the living crap out of it compared to other people.
Hey, Evan, I'm with you. It's my favorite of the lead-ups to Avengers.
All right.
Okay. You know what? I'll sort of speak for Case, but I'm speaking mostly for myself. Here's my main problem with it. As a film, the way it's made is really good. I'm serious. It is a very well-made movie. The character of Captain America, though, is so goddamn boring in the first one. He has virtually no arc. He is the exact same in the beginning as he is at the end. What makes a Winter Soldier actually really good? He has an arc. What makes Civil War great? He has an even bigger arc. First Avenger, he has no arc.
Also, I do not give a single crap about the character of Captain America. So that has a lot to do with me not liking the first Avenger.
Well, in brighter news, we're gonna have a big discussion about this one actually. Jordan Alford says, "When are you guys gonna do a fan inner geekdom?"
We're not.
That's a loaded question.
For a while.
Hold up. Let's not write everything off.
No.
That's why it's not for a while.
No, but believe me, we've talked about this. We're not.
Matthew Kearns, let's start with you.
we're not gonna do it for a while, if
Thank you.
anything.
If at all.
Hey, listen, and here's the reason why it's hard enough for us to do week to week the normal Schmodown. We do not want to add another league and another set of questions and another rankings on top of it.
Yeah.
Plus, we don't have the views to justify it.
Exactly.
Unless we were breaking, 10,000 views per fan Schmodown, and we were at 20-something thousand views, subscribers, and we were actually getting paid to do all this.
Sure.
Until then, with all due respect, I'm sorry, guys. It's not happening.
The
Case?
most you'll get is maybe
That-
we'll have
He
another.
already said his piece, dude.
No. I said my piece. We're not doing this.
Yeah, you
My
said
my quick piece is whoa, Miss Movies is in the chat. Hi, Miss Movies.
what? What's up, Miss Movies?
Whoa.
What's up?
Hey,
Miss Movies, do you have a question? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
if you have a
question
question,
always-
just drop it in the chat.
Oh, thank you, Miss Movies.
Wow. Okay. I guess my 2 cents is right now it doesn't make sense, but I thought to myself, she said hi. It would be a lot easier to write questions for the Inner Geekdom because Case is very knowledgeable in everything that would be Inner Geekdom wise, thinking about the categories. Questions would be easier, and we can also, if we ever decide to do it, we'd have to make it like a very exclusive league. You'd have to do you have to answer this amount of questions, to get in and stuff like that. It would be a process. We want to make it very special type thing if we were to ever do it. But on another note, Aaron Cannoli, right?
Cannoli.
Canol. When do we
Leave the
learn
dunk.
more about
Take
the
the
Fan
dunk.
Movie Trivia Schmodown tournament and who is participating? Unless it's in a video that I missed. In case, what video? Well, we don't have a video out right now, but I can tell you this: we have, I think, 1 confirmed person, 2, 3
allow me, Evan.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
As the commissioner of the Fan Movie Trivia Schmodown. So, here's what's going to ultimately define the rankings for the Ultimate Fan Schmodown tournament in June. We will, as soon as Jacob versus Jono happens, the title match, we will go through our number 1 through 20 ranked competitors. Now, this is assuming that the winner of Jacob and Jono does not wish to fight in the tournament. If he does, then it's 1 through 19. If they don't fight, then again 1 through 20. Numbers 1 through 12 are an instant lock. And
As of right now, 7 people are a lock.
Yes. As of right now, 7 people are a lock. But that means between now and that title match, there is still wiggle room for someone to get knocked out of the top 12. Then, we'll go from there. Numbers 13 through 20 will have wild card matches to determine who gets the 13 through 16 seeds. Then, from there, as we've said, as I have said a few times, and we will do a rankings video before the tournament to refresh everyone.
Refresh, and I think it'll be like the reveal of who's in the tournament or not.
It will be, and to be honest, I can't wait to predict who's gonna go forward. And I'm looking forward to it. So,
All right. Well, that was the first post of questions that we got through. Now let's get through this second post here. Chris Woodburn asks, I think this might be the last video, the last question for tonight's show. Do you guys think we're getting 2 Star Wars films in 2019? I'll start it off because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan out of all of you guys. I'm willing to admit that, but I'm trying to get myself more into the lore. No, there's no reason to. That's a mistake. If they did that, they would be shooting themselves in both feet, not just one. There's no reason to, Chris. They'll have another spinoff movie. I think what's gonna happen is their break is gonna be 2 anthology films in 2 years. I think that's what's gonna be their break in between trilogies. I don't think they're gonna stop making movies. I think that's stupid, idiotic. There's just so much cash flow coming into Star Wars as it is and the amount of possibilities. If you take a year break of Star Wars, that could really mess with the business setup that they have for Star Wars. So I think they're going to do 2 anthology films after episode 9, and then restart back up with episode 10 after the 2 anthology films. That's my prediction.
You know what? I don't think you're completely crazy. Now, what?
Why, thanks.
Well, if I was to make a prediction right now, what I'd say is episode 9, 2019, standalone, 2020, break, 2021, because that's when whatever their live action series is, that's when it comes out. Now, granted, this is assuming that the world is still around and we're not all dead in the zombie apocalypse, but then 2022,
That was weird.
we get the next standalone. Then 2023, the next trilogy takes off.
All right, Kearns, what are your thoughts?
Just the question is, are we getting 2 Star Wars films in 2019? Is that the question?
Yeah.
I hope not. We might. I like Star Wars films to be an event. I prefer there just be one. It's just me.
All right, Case. You're answering the last question of the show. So once you give your answer, tell where the good kids can find you.
Well, the thing is, we are getting a Star Wars movie every year, which is kind of a lot compared to what we had before. We are, besides that, getting like 4 books a year. Besides that, we're getting a lot of comic books a year. Besides that, we're getting a game a year or every 2 years. So there's a lot of canon stuff for me to dive into. Can we just please stick to 1 movie a year or less and not have it more than that? Because I want as much Star Wars as the next guy, but just more than 1 a year is too much. So that's my thought on that. You can find me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter. I'm the Dutch Movie Guy on YouTube. I'm not putting out a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 review because I don't want it. And you can find me hosting Between the Zones in a few days. That's it.
Okay, Chris, where can the good peeps find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at my band, Last Shot Redemption, at LSARBandMN. And obviously, you'll see me on Between the Zones on Monday. You'll see me on the Schmodown reactions, which go up Tuesdays and Fridays, and also hosting the Fan Movie Schmodown, including this guy's Case Cornelius. Now, he looks a little tired, and I can imagine it's because he's probably been watching a lot of movies, been studying for his big match. And look, dude, you know we're backing you. You know we believe in you. So I want you to just relax. Do us all a favor. Kick Chris Day's ass, will ya?
I'm not going to say anything because we already shot the match. So.
God damn it.
Way to build stuff up, Case.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've
Chris.
already recorded the match. Fine. I was trying to play up for a little kayfabe, trying to brighten everyone's spirits. I'm sorry.
All right, Kearns, let's jump over to you. Where can the peeps find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Kearns_Matthew, my YouTube channel, MattMovies611, and you can find me right here every Tuesday and normally Friday doing the reaction Schmodown, and on my show, the movie fandom show, right here on Take 3. New episode goes up tomorrow. We're talking about National Lampoon's Vacation. So,
Oh, that sounds like fun. All right.
if you haven't never seen it.
Yeah. So that's the end of our show. That's a good show. I enjoyed it. I think everybody else on this panel did. I think all of us just worn out from this crazy week that we've had. But something we need to plug. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern at night, myself and Jacob Blunden, we will be live streaming a commentary of the classic Casablanca. It is my first time ever seeing it, and Jacob's seen it before, and we're going to have some special guests, commentating with us. I'm super excited for that. You can also find me on Between the Zones, the Schmodown reactions, and the Fan Movie Trivia Schmodown. Guys, it was a great show. Thank you very much. You can find me at EDEGRAFF11 on Twitter. And that's it for the show. Thank you guys very much. Stay safe in this crazy world, and bye-bye.
Take care.